Hello and welcome to another episode of the Construction Corner podcast. I'm Dylan. I'm your host. Guys, today I'm going to be spinning it here on the mics and we're going to be talking about don't overcomplicate it. Look, construction is a big industry. There's a lot of moving parts. Our projects are big, they're expensive. There's a lot of people, a lot of moving parts, logistics, design, like everything you can think of we have a construction project. We've got creative, right? In the design, layout, drawings, all that side of it. We have bidding, estimation, financing. We have supply chain, logistics. We have craftsmen in erecting the building. We have steel, woodworking, carpentry, electrical, mechanical, plumbing, sheet metal, painting, like you name it, we've got it. And when you look at the entire building and the scope of the project that you're doing, it can be overwhelming. There is a ton of stuff in that project. And if we look at everything, we're going to continue to be overwhelmed, especially as projects get bigger and bigger. Looking at $1 billion hospital versus a $10 million building, that $10 million building now doesn't seem so bad versus staring down a $1 billion hospital project. Some of this is acclimation to the size and scope of the projects that you're doing. The first time you're going to do a really big project, the more overwhelming it might seem. The smaller projects, again, at one point, they might be small to you today, but at one point, they were not. They were big. And so we have to kind of keep in mind the scope and scale of the project. That's one. But two, and really this is more important, is you can only focus on what you can do today. Don't worry about the whole project. Worry about what's right in front of you. For the most part, we know what we're doing, right? All of us really, we know what we're doing. We have no question in as to what we're doing, how we're doing it. Where we have problems that ultimately cripple us is we look at the entirety of the project. We don't just look at one floor, one room, one element at a time. If we did, we would never be overwhelmed, right? A room is never that overwhelming. Even if it's the one of the most complicated rooms in the world, like an operating room where you have a ton of systems, there's a lot of things going in there. And really, healthcare is just very dense as a project. But like outside of that, and even if for that operating room, like you can focus on one room at a time and it's not going to be that overwhelming. You do the room, you move to the next one and keep iterating through design, through construction, through the thing that you know you're capable of doing. Again, we get overwhelmed when it's so much to do. But the more that we can hone down on the thing right in front of us, the thing that we know how to do, that we know how to execute, we're never going to be overwhelmed. You're not going to be overwhelmed with the thing that is right in front of you. You just focus on executing, again, whether it's putting in flooring, whether it's doing the lighting, whether it's pulling conduit or cable or design. Again, focus on something that is within your kind of scope of reason, right? In design, it might be an entire floor. In construction and execution, it might be that room. It might be that plank of flooring that you're putting down. It might be that one wall that you're painting or putting drywall up on. It might be that one door that you're looking to install. Whatever it is, when you hone on that scope, that thing, that piece right in front of you, you're never going to be overwhelmed. So we have such a tendency to get out in front of our skis, to get ahead of ourselves, and it really ruins our sanity. Now, there are times that we have just a lot to do, and we need to be aware of that, call in help when appropriate, so that we can still meet our deliverables and milestones, right? We don't want to be pulling, 12, 14, 16-hour days unnecessarily, right? If we can pull somebody in to help us get that project done. For you guys in the field, this might mean pulling another crew. It might mean getting a helper or two. There's other ways to look at this, right? In the design world, it's getting somebody else to help you on the project. That'll allow you to get through it without completely wrecking yourself. So guys, break things down into a meaningful scope of work, into something small, something easy, and you're going to be much, much better prepared. Because on the other side of all of this, with a 1% improvement every single day, and I'm just going to use this example. I did a LinkedIn article on this to a bigger extent and how you can get 1,200 trillion times better. But I'm going to leave you with this. If you get 1% better per day, that's 37 times better over the course of the year. That's if you do that 365 days a year. If you're only 1% better every day, then you're only 10 times better. So there's a 3 times delta for the 120 extra days that you're going to work, right? 240 days get you 10x, 365 gets you 37x. So there's a 3.5x delta between working weekends and not. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to work weekends for your job, but it does mean that you need to improve your skill set, your abilities, and you can't just take weekends off, right? This means reading, improving your mental, improving your physical, right? Working out, not eating like shit, laying off the sauce, right? Don't drink as much. Things like that will improve you so that you stay better, and it'll put you more on that path of getting 1% better every single day. So while we don't want to kill ourselves and be overburdened by everything, the more that we can focus on today, the more that we can improve ourselves where we stand right now in the moment that we're in, the better that we're going to be going down the road, right? In a year, you can be 37 times better by just getting 1% better each and every day. Hey guys, one last little bit here, just to let you know, all of our episodes are getting uploaded up over on YouTube. So if you're a YouTube kind of guy, go check us out over on YouTube. Other than that, I just want to say thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast. Matt and I really appreciate it. We've been slammed. Things are going like crazy for both of us right now. And so some weeks are going to be these short little episodes. And again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Thank you guys so much.